How would you explain your job to your grandma without using tech terms?
I do emails, Grandma. Do you know emails? They're like when you get a letter in the mail, except it's on your computer.
I mean, emails is a tech term. I'd be like, you know what? I'm the mailman.
The mailman.
Mailman.
It's good to have a government job, sweetie. Explain ops to me like I'm 5. If your job were a cartoon character, who would it be? I was gonna say Bandit, Bluey's dad. Bluey and Bingo are like the chaos gremlins, so we're gonna call them the field marketing team. We do talk a lot about our job being at least 40% therapy.
I like to say consulting is 51% therapy.
51% therapy. I feel like that percentage has gone up, but that's good. I feel like we're trending in a good direction there.
When someone asks you what you do for a living, and let's say it's like you're meeting someone for the first time at a party.
Is this like one of your parents' friends or like
yes,
a person at a
someone
networking
you don't
event?
know?
Okay.
How do you navigate that?
I do email. I do laptops. I usually say I run a marketing agency, but if I have to explain, but I always say marketing agency, even though it's not. It's a marketing and revenue ops agency. But I gotta wait and see what the next follow-up question is before I know which route to go.
Like how glazed over their eyes.
Because they're like, oh, so do you do ads?
Yes.
Sure.
Definitely. I usually like to find out what that person does first.
Yeah.
Like if you just could tell me what you do, then I can explain this better.
Right.
Basically, if they're like, I'm in sales, I go like, have you ever heard of Salesforce?
Yeah.
And if they say, I'm a nurse, I go, well, have you ever seen a form at a website that you fill out? And when you pull the drop down, United States at the top. I did that.
For a long time, I just told people I did emails. I do email marketing is like a very simplified version.
I like that. I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I never thought of it.
Yeah, email marketing is
too good, maybe.
Right. Well, I think you just got to wear the badge with pride. You can't be ashamed of your email marketing roots.
I do spam.
I do spam. You know those emails you get that you don't really want, but you can't seem to make them stop coming and you're not sure you ever signed up for them in the first place? That's me!
I'm your girl.
What does your mom think you do?
My mom probably says she makes websites.
Yeah, I think my mom's pretty similar. Something about computers and marketing, the internet probably. I think I've maybe told the story on our podcast before, but when Adobe acquired Marketo, my dad is a financial advisor, so he saw the news, whatever, on MSNBC, I don't know. And he called me and he was like, did you see this thing? Adobe acquired Marketo. What does that mean for you? Are you still going to have a job? Do you get a payout? Did you have equity? And I was like, Dad, I don't work for Marketo. And he was like, oh, where do you work? I work in Marketo, but not
use it
for Marketo.
That would have been nice. All Marketo users.
Right. We deserved a payout from that.
Okay, Adobe bought Marketo for $4 billion.
I think they could have given us $5.
Wait, it was $4 billion, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think we all could have gotten $5.
We could have gotten $5 for sure.
$4 billion?
I wrote that chapter of the ebook. Where's my $5? Where's the ebook?
R.I.P. the ebook, guys. I wrote the landing page chapter.
I wrote the Marketo Sales Insight chapter.
With Alex Greger.
May she rest in peace.
I want my money.
Explain ops to me like I'm 5. Here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We're going to go with 6-year-olds because we have 6-year-olds.
Okay,
so
I'm 6.
I'm going to be my 6-year-old Chance, and you're going to be your 6-year-old Pippa. And I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to explain it to me. Okay? So we're both 6-year-olds in this scenario, explaining things to each other. Sure, that'll work. If your job were a cartoon character, who would it be?
I mean, I almost said Eeyore, but I just think that's me.
That's depressing.
Job.
I was going to say Bandit, Bluey's dad. Bluey and Bingo are like the chaos gremlins, so we're going to call them the field marketing team. And Bandit and Chili have to work with them. Bluey is the field marketing team, and
This is deep.
and Bingo is the SDR.
Okay.
They have to work with them to get them to achieve their family goals of going to school, taking a bath, going to bed on time. But they work within the systems and make the systems to make it all work.
I don't know a lot about Bluey.
You know what a Bluey
I'm
family?
going to trust you.
Okay. Do you have a different cartoon character?
I was thinking more like the Seven Dwarves in the
Oh,
mine.
okay. Yeah, you would do it Disney. Not derogatory. You would do it Disney.
You would. You would do Disney. Yeah, they're like working real hard as a team together.
Sometimes they're
Disney.
grumpy. Sometimes they're happy. Sometimes they're dopey.
sleepy.
Sometimes they're sleepy. Just plugging away.
Plug it away, man.
Plugging away.
What does your job sound like?
What's the Slack notification sound? Pop, pop, pop. It's either that, pop, 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 or the dial-up internet.
Oh, I like that. The kids aren't going to know what that is.
No. Explain it like you're a 6-year-old in 1993.
I'm obviously in a depressed mood today, but I was thinking maybe it was wah wah.
You're in a dark place today. You're the depressed dwarf today.
Which one is that? All of them.
Okay. If ops were a kitchen tool, what would it be? This is good for you. You're remodeling your kitchen. You have so many things about kitchen tools right now.
Obviously, the Vitamix.
The Vitamix.
Yes.
Okay.
You should know, headquarters of Vitamix, Olmsted Falls, Ohio.
Of course it is. Yes. Like I said, no one loves Cleveland more than Cleveland loves Cleveland.
I live in Olmsted Falls. Vitamix is in Olmsted Falls. We all know it is the superior blender. And there are so many different, it's like a Dyson hair wrap, you know, there's like different attachments.
Yeah.
Actually, well, it's not a kitchen tool, but I would also say the Dyson air wrap is,
You can air wrap your hair in the kitchen.
yeah, a
Yeah.
good tool.
Great.
Yeah. You gotta,
So ops is like multifunctional.
Multifunction.
Yeah, multi-purpose. You use lots of different tools. Apply the same principles. Okay, great.
How would you explain your job to your grandma without using tech terms?
I do emails. Grandma. Do you know emails? They're like when you get a letter in the mail, except it's on your computer. I send those. That's it.
Congratulations. Grandma. I mean, emails is a tech term. I'd be like, you know what? I'm the mailman. Mailwoman. I'm the mail person.
It's good to have a government job, sweetie. Get a good pension with that. So obviously most of our listeners here already know ops is because they also work in ops.
Yeah.
That's why we're painfully relatable, because we're trauma bonded. But we do have some listeners who listen mostly because they're our friends from real life.
So nice of them.
So nice. I don't know why they do that. My best friend Kat listens to our show, and she doesn't know what we're talking about a lot of the time because she's a manager at Sephora.
Yeah.
And you have a friend that's a teacher that listens to our show too, right? So I think we should take a moment and just like fill them in on what actually this is so they can understand going forward. You stuck with us for 2.5 seasons, and now we'll explain the job.
Now.
For the Sephora managers, for the kindergarten teachers.
Yes.
What is ops?
Ops, marketing ops specifically, is all of the marketing that needs to get done for a company, typically in the year of our Lord 2025, is happening with technology. And we are the people
Like AI?
like AI that are running the technology, the systems, and the processes to make marketing happen. For big companies that sell to other companies, this is a more complex process than
It's
typical.
called Business to business. B2B.
B2B. Business to consumer, like
B2C.
Sephora.
Also called D2C now. Direct to consumer.
When they skip a distributor. So we are typically talking about business to business operations. It involves large, complex tech systems that are in different departments. So we have to make sure our systems are talking to assistants in sales and talking to assistants in finance. And if one person changes one thing in any of those systems,
The house of cards comes crumbling
breaks
down.
everything. And so really that's just job security
Yeah.
to keep all of it maintained.
I think what's unique about ops jobs is the career path has sort of been established as the technology has gotten more complex over time. And now everyone's talking about AI. Now it's like everyone has to learn how AI works and doesn't work and makes sense for our jobs. And that's part of the ops role at a company. But a long time ago, it was email.
I mean,
and then automation.
When I first started, I always say like I was marketing automation. They were like, we need someone to clean the data.
Yes, we need someone to look at the email replies that we get when we send out a marketing email blast to our list.
And unsubscribe them if they're
Unsubscribe them if they don't want it, or if they say they don't work there anymore, just unsubscribe.
You have to do it.
I was doing that manually. We don't do that anymore.
The system does it
There's
for
a
us.
system that does that.
Yeah.
There's an app for that. We're going to do another rapid fire. We're going to, for our friends, the retail workers and kindergarten teachers, we're going to make a glossary of terms.
Okay.
Especially the acronyms. I have some here to get us started. You ready?
Yes.
CRM.
Oh, God. Customer relationship
I
management.
actually don't know that I knew what that stood for.
Well, I feel good about that. Then, what's funny about that is it doesn't actually have the word like system or process or
I
application.
know. And it also says customer, and it's not just your customers in the
Maybe it's-
CRM.
Well, clients.
Even if it was client. I do think you're right that it's customer, client, or whatever, but it's
Customer relationship management.
your prospects and your customers, which leads us to prospect.
Hold on, I got to tell
I'm
you
sorry,
what
go
a
ahead.
CRM actually is. A CRM is a sales system typically that manages the sales deals.
Yeah, it's where the sales team works every day and keeps all of their accounts and all of their contacts and their leads.
Do we need to define all of this? Because
No, I think that's too much for today. I worked in entire companies that didn't understand the difference between a lead and an
Ever.
account.
They
So
still don't.
that's for the 201 class. That's an advanced
Okay.
level.
Okay,
Prospect,
sure.
go ahead.
Prospect is someone who is maybe going to be a customer one day, but not currently.
They're a prospect because they fit your ICP,
Ideal customer profile.
which means that they are exactly the type of person you want to buy your product, but they have not ever bought your product yet. Okay, MAP.
Marketing automation platform.
What is it?
What is it? So marketing automation platform is historically the core of the systems that marketing uses. And that means it sends emails.
That is an ESP, an email send platform. That's like your Klaviyo, MailChimp. That was kind of insulting to put them on the same level. I'm sorry, Klaviyo. But it's something that's more focused on just, here's a list, send them an email.
Yeah.
Marketing automation platform was more life cycle management, data management,
Scoring.
in the same way that sales works out of the CRM, marketing works out of the marketing automation platform. And usually, not always, they have a one-to-one sync.
What does one-to-one sync mean for a kindergarten teacher?
You're right. So if you had two class lists and one of them was stored in the attendance software and one of them was stored in the grade book, and you want them to match all the time, that's a one-to-one sync.
That when you update in one place, it
Gets
automatically
updated in the
updates
other.
one.
Yeah. Okay, marketing ops.
Marketing operations, that is the team and processes that own the marketing technology.
Or MOPS. We also call it MOP, marketing ops.
We do not call it MAROps.
No, that's weird. MarkOps, bad. That's the bad place. It's MOPS, preferably with a capital P.
Based on vibes.
Based on vibes, not a grammar. RevOps, revenue operations.
Revenue operations is sales operations rebranded. They typically own the CRM, which
That's
is
like the
Salesforce.
Colloquially, RevOps is sales ops rebranded. In theory, RevOps was supposed to be all of the operations teams focused on revenue, which what else are we focused on if it's not revenue?
Exactly.
Pizza. So it was marketing ops, sales ops, and CX ops.
What's CX mean?
Oh gosh, CX, customer experience ops. So you have your marketing, that's for your ICP, and then you got your sales, that's for your MQLs. And then you have your CX, that's for your customers. After they're a customer, you want to keep them a customer. You want to be able to answer the question, how many customers do we have? And how often do our customers choose to keep doing business with us after their contract is over? That's called your churn rate.
Thank you for that bonus tip.
You're welcome. Okay, so RevOps in theory is the umbrella, but really it's just sales ops rebranded. It's how they won the game. Sales ops.
Sales ops is a watered down version of RevOps.
They just own the CRM.
They only own the CRM and sometimes lead routing.
Yeah, and like enrichment often. Buying lists.
Pissing off marketing.
Sequencing. Yeah, pissing off marketing. AI.
Artificial intelligence.
What are we doing with AI?
AI,
You can use ChatGPT to
everyone
plan your
knows what
vacation.
ChatGPT is, but a lot of tools and programs now are using AI to, in some ways just do repeatable tasks faster, like in ways
Consolidate things.
in ways that like we've always kind of created templates to do things. It's automatically creating those things.
Yeah, that was my spicy take, is that half the time when someone's asking you to use AI for something at work, they really just mean
I just need a template.
automation or template. They're not really using AI. They don't know what it means.
Yeah.
All right, MQL.
Marketing qualified lead. This, in theory, is a person or situation in which there is an opportunity.
Situationship with the company. There's a situationship with the company and this person, and they're thinking, hey,
maybe
you
right now,
have swiped, what's the good one? Right?
No.
Left. You've swiped the good way on me. So I gave you a lead score. And because you got so much
Match.
lead score, then
We swiped the good way on each other?
on each other. Yeah. Yeah. So we swiped and there was a match. And now I'm going to call you on the phone within 24 hours and ask you to go on a date.
RIL.
Yeah.
RIL? Wrong.
IRL.
RIL.
Real. It's real tough out here.
ROI.
Return on investment.
It's when the money you put in
has to be less than the money that you got out. And if it's not, you're fired. ROI.
PIP.
Performance Improvement Plan. This is what HR has to do to document all the reasons that they're going to fire you. But they make it seem like you have a chance
To improve.
and you don't. They've already decided to fire you.
Go find a new job.
Go find a new job.
Thanks to marketingops.com for sponsoring this episode. If your job description says marketing ops, but your day-to-day looks more like IT support, therapy, light data cleansing, this community is for you. New members get 10% off paid membership with our code PFB10.
I spoke on this panel thing recently, and one of the questions it was about fractional work, and one of the questions they asked me was, when was a time that a founder was really happy to have your team working for them? And I was up there with like fractional CMOs, fractional CFOs, whatever. And then I'm like, we're fractional marketing ops organization. And I was like, so the interesting thing is often founders have no idea that we're there because everything's going great. When they know something about ops, it's because something terrible has happened. Founders usually regret not investing in ops more than they are happy that they did invest in ops.
Right.
Our absence is felt much more than our presence. Do you think that's true?
Yes, I do think that's true. And I think if you're trying to keep ahead of, I mean, truthfully, the nature of our business is that it creates its own problems.
Right.
You know, like we create our own messes. So we need to be prepared to handle them. And that's why we spend so much time fighting fires, because you can wake up any day to like whatever situation there is. But
some of it's reactionary work, and then there's a lot of more proactive.
depends how much headcount and budget you have, or if you're going to hire fractionally. If you want your team to be really, really well run, I would staff.
Project manager, strategic
Probably
support.
would staff 50% of my team and hire out 50% of my team. That's a hot take.
That is a hot take. I don't think you're wrong, though. I think our clients that we see doing really well have identified what parts of their team make a lot of sense to bring in-house, that like really need to be very close to the business, really need to understand the context of all the different other teams at the organization, overall business objectives, whatever. And those are our like amazing stakeholders for our consultants to work with. But staffing, like let's say their entire campaign desk fractionally, or their campaign desk and some strategic support that can be like very, very technical, working in their systems and rely on the internal stakeholders for all of the business context. We see those teams really thriving.
That's the most boring thing you've ever said.
Well, it's just pretty funny. It's not like really funny. So that was the business part.
I don't know if we're supposed to be talking about fractional stuff right now, but I feel like
we were talking about ops, but
yeah. But I think that the reason that fractional works so well today is because you have to be so much more flexible than ever with what technology you have and use, and the specialties. Like when our clients have problems to fix, like you need to be flexible to be able to fix like a database problem and a scoring issue and strategic life cycle or whatever it is. And whenever you're staffed with like a specialist, it's very hard for them to kind of flex in those ways.
right.
So put them on PIP, hire us.
We do talk a lot about our job being at least 40% therapy.
I like to say consulting is 51% therapy.
51% therapy. I feel like that percentage has gone up, but that's good. I feel like we're trending in a good direction there.
You don't think so?
No, I think that's good. I think we used to say 40%.
No. I at least used to say 49.
49, okay.
Yeah.
We've gone up to 51. We're taking the majority.
What do you think?
I mean, I certainly see this in our work with our clients, that part of the job is, of course, like the technical expertise, and they need someone to expand the capacity of their team, yada, 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 all the boring stuff. But really what they need is someone who does not work there
To just
understands because they a little bit work there and can be a steel trap of secret information to just talk to, you know? And we do a lot of like career guidance kind of therapy for especially some of our like more mid-level, more junior-ish stakeholders that are like, it's our job to get you promoted. Like, this is how we make you look really, really good. Let's talk about some projects that we can work on that you can take to your boss and be like, look what the royal I did.
I'm going to go back to saying that consulting is 49% therapy so that the people paying the bills feel like they're getting 51%.
Technical work? I mean, I think therapists charge more per hour than we do. So
100%.
Yeah, maybe we'll say 51 then.
Okay.
With your clients.
For your clients.
Oh my God, guaranteed.
Oh my gosh. How many times have we had a client come to us and say, I'm looking for a new job. And do you know anyone that's hiring?
They're like winking at us.
I think it'll be good for you guys too, because you're going to need more help.
It'd be really cool if I could learn how to consult.
That I don't care for. I need some people to stay clients, because that's how we get clients. There's not going to be enough client work if everyone turns into a consultant.
Right.
I have had clients come to me to ask for advice about, like, oh, my boss said that they're thinking about reorging us in this way. Like, what do you see other companies doing? Does that make sense? Oh, they're going to split up marketing technology and marketing ops into 2 different teams. Marketing technology is going to report to IT. Don't do that. Do not do that. But
they're going to be migrating off of Marketo to
Salesforce Marketing Cloud.
Should I stick around?
Get out of there. Whatever makes you happy, babe. You could view this as an opportunity to grow.
Or a threat.
Get out. Back in the days of yore, when we were marketing automation, I was checking the email inbox and manually unsubscribing the people, and you were manually changing all the data, and I was using Excel formulas to make up email addresses, loading them in.
You know, that's my favorite thing to talk about is the time, like, we would, like, build email lists. So I'd have the people's first name, last name, the company they work for.
Like,
and then I would Google their email address.
First name, last name at company domain.
Scrape it wherever
Load it up.
Find it. And
That's right, because you scraped it.
Yeah, like an obituary guest services.
That's so bad.
Digital.
So bad.
Like, Jan, sorry for your loss. Love, Bob Williams at
wellsfargo.com. That's terrible. You're going to hell for that. Thanks, Bob. ROI positive on that one because it was free.
Paying the $7 an hour intern.
Oh my God, $7 an hour. Okay, but back in those days of yore, do you think that marketing ops was viewed more as like an executive assistant? Or was it just because we were
No, I just think that there's
interns? We were executive assistants.
Why I was getting the coffee and donuts? It wasn't ops. I think that it's more
You can do that with Clay now.
kind of like the type of work that we're doing. Like still to this day, if someone like comes back from a trade show, they're like, where's my import? Like, seems like not that
I came back from this trade show. Here's my business cards. Take them.
You type them up.
Make them come into Salesforce.
It's just a quick email. We've talked about before. If someone's using the word just, like,
that's a swear word.
Run. Like, it's nothing is just.
Nothing is just. Adjust. Can you just change this one thing? Can you just really quick
QQ.
MQL all these people?
No, there's an SLA for that. Remember when we used to call people tools?
We call them tool bags.
Those douchebags.
No, they got combined. Be a tool bag.
All right.
Sorry, you missed that one.
Now I want to know, what tool are you?
What tool am I? I would be Zapier because I'm a little impulsive. Can connect 2 things? Do it. Connected. Well, automate that. There it is. It's done.
Amazing. I actually feel similarly, not with Zapier, but I was going to say Airtable.
I knew you were going to say Airtable. I had a feeling.
Did you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Just very basic, foundational database, but quick to respond and function good enough.
You want a new object? Bam, there it is. Mm-hmm. You want to relate them? Lookup field.
You want to do something fancier? Use Zapier with Airtable. Bam. Make your own
Airtable and Zapier together. Power couple.
Freak. Okay, I have a couple of questions for you, and I think you might have some for me too. Mm-hmm. If we were to describe some tech in unusual ways.
Okay.
How would we describe them?
Okay.
What kind of girly
Girly pop?
is Asana? I think she's a pick-me.
Oh, I was going to say Asana's kind of a nerd. I think that she has I'm picturing this as like middle schoolers. Is that weird?
Oh, okay.
I was thinking she has like a very organized locker. She never puts loose papers in her backpack. They all have a color-coded folder. She has a very tight after-school activity schedule, and she is never late.
Yeah, we're describing the same person.
She's a pick-me. Okay, yeah, fair. All right. Who is Zapier at a party?
I can tell you who it's not. Me.
Because you don't go to parties?
No, Zapier's talking to everyone. Zapier is the like...
Zapier's a super connector.
Zapier is a thought leader.
Zapier's a thought leader.
Super connector, yes. Is talking to everyone, making sure everyone's having a good time. They're playing the host even when they're not the host.
Yeah.
They're like, can I get you a drink?
Right.
You know?
You have more chips for this bowl?
Yeah. Making sure everyone's comfortable. They're like, do you live here?
Have you met this person? Actually, I think you guys would get along really well. Have you met my friend Clay?
What does Salesforce do on a first date?
God, what does anyone do on a first date? What are first dates like? What does Salesforce do on a first date?
Where'd you go on your first date with your husband?
We went to a local coffee shop.
Oh, that's nice.
This is a much more awkward story than you thought it was going to be. But
You don't have to tell it.
okay, we went to a coffee shop.
Yeah, we went to Red Robin. That was all
That's
I was gonna say.
cute. We went to a Rocky River coffee shop.
We have one of those.
Okay, what does Salesforce do on a first date? Think about what anyone does on a first date. Salesforce is definitely texting their best friend the location of the date and sharing their location and sending the online dating profile of the person that they are meeting to a trusted contact in case they get murdered.
Oh.
They've gathered a lot of data and they have a lot of questions prepared. Discovery questions, you might call them. For their date. They don't like fuck around. They don't waste time.
With a band scorecard. No. Do you know what they're doing on the first date?
What?
Oh my gosh, they're doing what my guy Connor did on
Not big on nature.
taking really detailed notes
In front of the date. That's what Gong is doing on the first date.
Not big into nature.
Not big on nature. For those of you that don't watch Love on the Spectrum,
You should. Incredibly wholesome.
you just should. Okay. Describe Slack like it's your ex.
It's been a long time since I've had an ex, but what I will say is that Slack would be my ex. It was incredibly annoying. Why are you bothering me so
All the
much?
time.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Stop making that noise. Stop chewing with your mouth open.
We broke up. Why do you keep going? Pa, 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 pa?
Exactly. Stop texting me at 6 a.m.
It's early. It's 10:30. I'm just a girl. Leave me alone.
Exactly.
In conclusion,
If you're in ops, we see you.
we're trauma bonded.
If you're not in ops,
Why are you here?
we see you.
Thank you for listening, Kat.
Chelsea,
We love you guys.
everyone.
If you're not an ops, I hope this was helpful. It probably wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And if you have any job, you probably do have some sort of operations person.
There's ops
backing you
happening
up.
somewhere, you know? Order of operations is important everywhere you go.
So,
Have respect. Kiss the ring. Venmo someone a little treat if you think that they are facilitating some ops for you.
amen.
Like, subscribe, share, tell everyone.
Good luck out there, little podcast.
Good luck out there, little podcast.